Hi there, I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I have a HIIT workout for you. If you're not familiar with HIIT, it stands for High Intensity Interval Training. We'll have 40 seconds of really hard work, 20 seconds to transition to our next exercise, grab a quick sip of water, short recovery. We have 10 exercises total. The best part about this is fast and furious, and it burns a ton of calories throughout the workout. Let's get warmed up. Let's stand up. Feet about hip distance apart. Going to start with some hip circles. Bring your knee up to the front, out to the side, slightly to the back, and through. If you need something to hold on to here for a little bit of balance. Slight bend through this base leg. And one more with this direction. And let's reverse it. Tap it down, reverse it back, all the way through. Switch sides. Start front, to the side, slight to the back, and through. Find that balance. A lot of our work today is fast motions, some of them jumping. I'll give modifications if you're not jumping today, but a lot of work through those glutes, hamstrings, and quads today. Last one this direction, and reverse it. Bring it back to the side, up and around. Start to engage your core. And last one this way. Set it down. 2 feet plant on the floor. We're going to go into some good mornings. Hands are going to be lightly behind your head. Knees slightly bent. Bend down with a nice flat back. And just go down as low as you feel a hamstring stretch here. So your goal is not to get to the ground, and then slowly stand it up. Begin to wake up the back half of your body. Keeping those abs pulled in, core engaged, and even start to feel the work through your shoulders. Keep your elbows pulled back. Last one like this. Shake out your arms. We're going to go into some twists. So just an easy, let your arms sway. Let your feet turn. Just begin to loosen up this midsection. We are working on some obliques today, these long, strong muscles on the side of our body. Go ahead, pause it, feet really wide, lean to one side, peek up, and just over to the opposite. Peek up. Last one each direction, extra stretch, extra lean, and shake it out, relax it. Last one, we're going to start to get your heart rate up a little bit. We're going into some butt kicks. So it can start just here. This is the first thing you're doing today. This is not a bad place to start. If you're ready to go a little bit quicker, you can jog it out. Wherever you are, driving your heels towards your glutes and using your arms to help. Last 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, grab a quick sip of water. Find yourself into your space. You don't need any equipment today, just long enough for your body to travel. And we'll start with our 40 seconds of work. Our first move is a jack with a jab. So we'll be here, hands will be in front. As we jump out, we punch forward with 1. Together, everything's together. Jump out, jab with the opposite one. Strong through your arms, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Stay really light in your feet. I'm gonna grab my timer. And we'll get moving. If you're not jumping, you're here. Here. If you are jumping, it's out. So think, every time your feet come apart, one arm comes out. each move is only one time through, so everything you have in this 40 seconds, leave it out there. Less than 10. Time, relax it. Come on down to your mat. Like I said, it's 20 seconds recovery, but it's also our transition. We're coming up to a push-up side plank. Not a full push-up, it's tiny, it's a mini push-up into a side plank. In 3, 2, and 1. Mini push-up, feet turn, body turns, side plank. Back to center. Mini push-up, feet turn, side turn. To modify, knees down. Mini push-up, modify the side plank. Mini push-up, modify the side plank. You'll see as these intervals go on, it rotates every other. So we'll do like more of a cardiovascular activity into a strength and reverse it. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Bring it back up to your feet. Going into a squat with a tap. You might reach the floor, you might not. Toes are going to turn out this time. Add the jump or not. And here we go. We reach with a tap, together apart. Together apart. Not jumping, just step. Still reach. If you can get the floor, great. If not, that's fine too, just reach down. As most of you know, I have extra long arms, so it's a little bit easier for me to reach the floor. But what I want you to avoid is bending over to get the floor. You want to be able to touch the floor because you're deep in that squat. Last 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Coming back down into a plank. This time will be a front reach out ahead of you. I'm going to flip this way so I don't grab my Christmas tree. You'll find your plank or your modified plank and you'll reach out. Coming this way. Reach and reach. Hips are down. Quads engaged. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Limit your sway side to side. More than halfway through. If you need to modify halfway through, that's fine. Just keep a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Really extend your arm. 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. Come on up. Find the side of your space. We're going to find ourselves into a lateral walk. Maybe you've been familiar doing these with like a band walk before. Instead, we're going to hold the squat. So once we're down, we don't come up. So find yourself into a squat, whatever that means for you. Weight back in your heels, and we're side walking. So big leg apart, all the way to the edge, and then all the way back. Not coming out of the squat, maybe even finding a little bit more depth. Make sure you can wiggle your toes the whole time. Core is tight, shoulders back. Don't lose the form, you got less than 10. Sink low. Time, shake it out. Very nice, you're halfway there. Come back down onto your mat. Back to core with a Russian twist. Tilt it back. We do this often. Straight line from your shoulders to your hips. Just a little tilt back. Our twist is reaching here. You can use the option to reach your fingers all the way if you have that kind of mobility in your back. If not, just reach as far as your body will let you twist. Same with your spine, make sure it's long. It hasn't started to round. Maybe tip back a little further for the last 10 seconds. Really feel these lower abdominals work. Time. Stand it up. We have a reverse lunge, but very similar to our lateral walk. We're keeping a deep bend through our legs the whole time. So it will look like this. We start together, bent. We reach back, reverse lunge. We come up almost like a chair pose in yoga. Reverse the lunge, back to chair pose. So at no point do our legs go straight. We keep that time under tension the whole time. Make sure when we reach back, we're reaching like on railroad tracks, not on a balance beam. And hips are facing forward the whole time. Make sure you're stepping far enough back that this front knee is directly over your foot. Last one. Relax it. Coming back down, back to core. You're doing great. These transitions are short and quick. You got this all the way down onto your mat. Lots of modifications for this one. Full move. Big extension, one leg up. Big extension, opposite leg up. Modify, knee, opposite knee. Do what pushes you the most today. Inhale as you extend down. Exhale as you squeeze up. If you are doing the V-up, keep your leg as straight as you can, really make your quads work. Three, two, and one. Stand it back up, home stretch, here we go. Star jacks, couple different variations in this one. The one I prefer is here. We make ourselves small, we go big, we make ourselves small. To up the intensity of this, you take out the hop. So you're here, here, here. To do it quicker, you're back and forth. Whatever works for you. This is our last cardio. Star jumps, how many can you do? You're here, in small. Here, in small. Maybe you're just stepping. Using your arms, using your body, using your core. You have 10 seconds. Try a big one. Try the jump if you have it in you. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Last bit of strength for your core coming into a plank. Whatever that means to you. Arms can be on an 11. Hands can interlace. If this bothers you, come up to your hands. Fall from your feet or modified straight line. Hold and breathe. Breathe and squeeze. You got this. If you're modified, try to come up for just a few seconds on that full plank. You got 10. Make sure your hips are down, belly button pulled into your back. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down all the way. Relax it. Ear can come to one side of the mat. Let everything go just for a moment. And we're going to find ourselves into a Sphinx pose. Hands come up into those 11s. Toes stay grounded. Gaze is straight out in front. Really push your forearms down. And gaze goes out straight. Stretch out those abdominals that we worked so much today. Peek over your right shoulder. Back to center. Go over your left shoulder. back to center, and then press back to a child's pose. Knees go wide, toes come together. Hips go to try to meet your heels. And if you're able to rest your head on the mat, do so. If it's not quite there, stack your hands just so the back of your neck releases. Start to slow down your heart rate, slow your breath. And then come up to hands and knees. Roll it over onto your seat. Both legs reach out front. Flex through your feet and sit up nice and tall. Maybe this is all you have in your hamstrings today. This is pretty close for me. Lean it forward. Reach your knees, reach your shins. Maybe you get your toes. Forward fold. Whatever that means for you. Roll it up really slow. Last one, find yourself into a straddle. Doesn't have to be huge, just legs apart. And then walk towards the center. Starting once again with a flat back till you reach your limit, and then you can round down. Toes are towards the ceiling. Stretching out those inner thighs. Roll it up really slow. Bring those feet back together. Thanks for joining me for this HIIT workout today. Go have a great day.